This podcast is recorded at the Zone Gym studio.
You're listening to the Raw Reality Podcast hosted by Tori Story and Fit with Lily.
I hate it. Hi.
We need like a fun, can someone write us a song for the girl club?
I know. We're all in this together because we're girls and we're a club and we ride in submissions. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Tori, how are we?
Anyway, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Nothing's really happened lately.
Nah. A bit has happened for me, so I'll give you my updates.
I don't know how a bit has happened in 2 days, but go for it.
Okay. Firstly, I'm just really happy to be home.
Which is so interesting that you're just going back there again.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. Jackson won footy.
He did.
It's round 4 and they've won 4 rounds.
I'm feeling a grand final.
I'm feeling a grand final. I'm feeling a flag.
I'm feeling a flag.
We had a grand final last year and we didn't bring home the flag. So it'd be really good to bring home the flag. Just saying. Yeah. Very restful weekend. Fun. If you're listening, we have had to batch record. So it's currently Easter weekend.
It's Easter today.
It's Easter day.
Happy
yeah,
Easter.
Happy Easter. They're going to be listening to this being like, that was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But no, really, really good weekend. I have been cleaning the house.
Sometimes I feel bad and then I forget that you want to do it and you wouldn't do it if you didn't care because you don't live there.
I would just get a cleaner.
Yeah.
It's more, I could, and I'm probably going to get a cleaner before the next time I come back. But I just can't stand leaving knowing how dirty it is.
See, it's so interesting that you think it's – well, no, it actually was dirty when you got here, which I was annoyed about because I was like, fuck, she's going to think I'm messy again.
No, I said this to my mum the other day. I was like, no, not my mum, whoever was over, whatever. You guys keep it tidy.
Yeah.
But not you're not scrubbing shit.
I will every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
3 for feeling pushing it back, but it's probably not to your standard anyways.
Well, it's I'm wiping the
you took apart the fridge.
Boards. I took apart the fridge.
I didn't know you
had
could do
been
that.
done. Guys, you didn't know you could take the drawers out of the fridge.
I kind of did, but never thought I would do that. You know what I mean? I just was like, oh yeah, I didn't think when I clean the fridge, I keep it all in there and I just wipe. I don't think about taking it fucking out and putting it in the sink.
Can't wait to see you and Kate live together.
I'm scared.
So yeah, and we've set up my new bed, which is so nice. I'm so happy with it. It's this white boucle. Oh, it's just so nice. I'm so happy with it. But yeah, I just didn't want to leave the house knowing it was still this
and
dirty.
especially
and our bathroom.
Your bathroom was fucked.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
And it took me 2 seconds, but I was like, wow, I was on the floor with a fucking toothbrush. Yeah. But I was just like, mate, don't you feel so much better? I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Did he say he feels better? Or did he not care?
He just didn't say anything. I felt better and I'd been there for fucking not even 24 hours.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so that was great. And then I am basically seeing Jackson every weekend for the next 2 months.
That's so nice.
So happy about it.
So how does this work?
Well, if I'm not here, he's in Melbourne.
So you're basically here every 2 weeks then?
Yeah. So I'm here this weekend. I'll be back in 3 weeks.
For?
The footy function.
Oh, yes.
Meetings. And then I'm back 2 weeks after that for our girls' weekend.
Yes.
Then I probably don't know if I'll make it back once before I go to Europe or not.
Yeah, okay.
I think he has a bye weekend the weekend before I leave.
Right.
So I might come that weekend and see everyone, hey.
Yeah.
And then I go to Germany. Yeah. So probably every 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
And then he's in Melbourne every other week.
Right.
Big slay.
That's so nice.
Makes me very happy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It just keeps things a little bit more.
Do you feel like a relationship?
Yeah, but also that too, definitely. But I think more just not I've left and I'm just not seeing anyone. At least I've still been seeing you. If I'm not seeing you, I'm seeing Jackson, and it's been great. And what was the other thing? And we just smash out the weeks. The weeks go so fast.
They do.
Training, working, and then we can chill and see each other.
Yeah.
So very nice. Yeah. And you? Any updates?
I went and watched a state show yesterday, which was really good. It was I wasn't really planning on going the whole day, and then Kate's I got you a ticket, and I was like, oh well, fuck, I may as well go watch you guys too because it's so expensive to go watch. We watched our friend Coben compete and he won overall, which was amazing. So
Very
he's going
good.
for pro card next week, which fingers
Slay,
crossed.
surely.
And then I had heaps of friends in like Gold Coast competing in that show. So it was actually really fun to go watch it, which makes me so excited for the end of the year. I woke up a new low weight, which was a slay considering my weight was not moving at all. Kind of like literally
How would you say you're feeling like first few weeks of prep?
hungrier than I ever have been.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Every single day I'm hungry. And my calories are obviously like high. I know, I'm really confused.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember being hungry like a few times last prep, but it's more so I was just never satisfied.
Yeah.
But this one I'm like waking up starving, and I'm going to sleep still hungry. And during the day, like while I'm training, I'm hungry. Like I'm like, I think I have to like rejig my meals to help me.
Yeah.
Like just focus more so on volume. I don't know, but just constantly.
That's interesting.
Sorry, just I'd love for it to just go soon.
Yeah, because if you have that the whole prep,
I know,
that's
I'm
not
just
going to
like,
be
fuck.
good.
But I would rather be hungry than low energy. So last prep I
Yeah.
had zero energy but no hunger. And I'm like, if that's swapped this time and I can keep my energy and have hungry, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Feeling good. I'm starting to like freak out that my upper body hasn't made progress. But that's okay. That's time will tell. I know my goals to have 100% have.
Yeah.
But we'll see. That's what
I mean, you've been doing shoulders 4 times a
know.
week. Like,
but I figured like my traps is like I have something wrong at the moment with like my right trap and my neck, and like every time I train upper body, I just feel my traps. So I'm like that also isn't helping.
Yeah.
But everything else is going really well. We're chilling. So
Slay. Big slay.
that is honestly all my updates. Like
And guys, we're going to Japan together.
yes, Tori's coming, which is so fun, and she just keeps asking for details, and I have nothing to say to her.
I think I've just asked you for the date like
Yeah.
4 times.
yeah, because I'm like that's the weekend, but I can't tell you when
Yeah.
I'm going.
I think we'll probably come a few days before the comp weekend.
Yeah.
And stay for like just over a week.
yeah,
Yeah.
slay.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. I'm excited for this episode.
So we have a mix of a girl club as well as
Q&A.
Q&A. So we're going to start with the Q&A. Or do we go like a little bit of a mixture?
I'll do a few of these because they're quite quick.
Okay.
And then you can come in with the girl club.
All right,
All right,
do
let
it.
me just do a little scroll of the questions.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That was a big scroll.
Yeah. All right. Have you ever had a fight with each other?
Like not fighting.
No, we've just had disagreements.
Yeah, just
That lasts maybe,
like a day.
Yeah.
Not even.
that's it.
Yeah. I feel like you know when you've kind of like annoyed the other person. You're like, oh, okay, like shit. That's about it.
There was another question of like, do you ever annoy each other? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
But we like know that we annoy each other.
Yeah.
So we either like play on it or one knows the other's annoyed, so they'll just leave them alone.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
Like if I'm feeling flat, you just like won't speak to me,
yes.
or vice versa.
Yeah.
Or
I think actually, I tell you what I've been more so struggling with is like interstate friendship. I'm like, I can't read you because you're like kind of a blunt texter in general sometimes.
Yeah, I never used to be, but I just feel like I am now.
So it'll be like, yep, okay. I'm like, she actually hates me. What have I done wrong?
No, because actually blunt texting is my fear. Like I feel the same when people are like blunt texting me. I'm like, you hate me.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that I've started to blunt
Yeah,
text.
but I kind of like get the because I've like really tried to go into like, no, she actually like no one hates you. Like, let's relax on that. And if you do that, you probably don't like that person either.
Yeah.
But like, it's not a big deal. Like,
Yeah, no. I think I
that's
just
what
don't think I'm like, oh, we're doing 100 things. And I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the time I get angry at myself because I'll reply to someone, go and do something else, come back to that message and be like, I should have taken more than 1 second to reply. Because like,
Really?
yeah, I always do it. And I'm like, be present when you're messaging someone.
Oh, I've never done that in my life.
Yeah, really random.
Yeah. But I think the only way for me to like not be blunt is I'll just put 17 E's like on the end or S's
Or
or it's caps
X's.
locks. Caps locks.
Yeah.
I like caps locks.
Yeah.
Exclamation marks.
Okay, I'll do more exclamation marks and cap locks.
Thank you. No worries, sweetie. I'll do that for you right this second. No stress if you were 5 minutes late or 3 fucking days late on it. I'll still do it for you. That's what I would like.
Okay. How to reboot your sex drive? Well, it's going to come down to your libido. And if your libido is low, it could come down to not enough food, high stress, hormones are out. There's a lot that plays into it, actually.
Stress and like tired are 2 huge things. If I'm stressed and tired, no thank you. If I'm like feeling good about myself, I find it so much higher. So
Yeah.
I found like the last like 2 weeks of prep, off season, I was like, do not even look at
touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't look at me. Like, just don't.
Yeah.
And then now I'm starting to feel more confident again. I'm like, You can look
And
at
she
me.
faked tan. So
And I
like,
faked tan.
Yeah.
And I kind of like put heatless curls in. So like actually stare at me.
Yeah.
So I honestly think
Yeah.
it does come down to like confidence and self-worth is a huge part of libido.
I have struggled with my libido for a very, like, since I was 17.
Mhm.
Like, it was the reason my ex and I fought a lot, and it was just not fun because I never knew why. Like, I didn't have the knowledge of, like, I had PCOS and, like, my hormones are, like, I didn't know all of that. So I was just constantly like, well, clearly I hate sex.
Yeah.
And then my partner was like, you hate me and you're not attracted to me. Like, it caused so much crap.
That. Yeah.
And obviously now that I've grown and gone through all of this, I understand why now. But currently, she's through the roof.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
not like a lot, but like more
Do you
for
think
me.
it's also like long distance also
Yeah,
sparks that a
probably.
bit. Yeah.
And I think the more we have it, the more I want it.
No, that is 100% a
Yeah.
thing. Like when you're consistently having it, you want it. I
Yes.
find that if I haven't had it in ages, I can keep going without having it.
Yeah.
But it's like as soon as you start being consistent with it again, you want it again.
yes.
It actually does spark it. I'm
So
pretty sure it's a thing.
I honestly think like the trick to like having more sex is have more sex.
Yeah, literally have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
What are your current whys underpinning your life? Oh, this is deep. Well, I'm gonna say yours is prep and competing.
But I also think like to make money, which is like kind of a bit like superficial. But like honestly, like I feel like that's a big
But
why.
it's still,
Yeah.
It's like,
Like that's why I want to do well in business. That's why I want to do well. Like
well, then money brings freedom.
exactly.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I would say that.
Mine would be going and podiuming,
Codying me.
getting on the podium.
Yeah.
In Europe. And I think it's really interesting because like where I'm at, obviously I'm in Melbourne competing and training, which I'm like excited about and love, but it feels like such a treat and reward coming back here, regardless of the outcome. Like I think fingers crossed all goes well with competing and we can do everything we want to do. But like regardless, coming home is like the biggest treat.
Yeah.
Like this weekend, like I've come home a few times since I moved, but this weekend I was like, oh, I miss it so much.
Yeah.
But I know I'll go back to training and be like, fucking let's go. Like I've really come into like, I'm training because it's for me and I want to finish it off. And when it feels right to be done, it'll be good. And I know coming back here will just be like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, just coming back here and like starting the next phase of life, which hopefully is like marriage and kids, which is so crazy.
No, our group is like talking about it way
Our group
too
is so
much.
clucky and like
It's so fun.
we're all just ready.
We all have baby girl names, boy names, everything.
We've planned
we
New
know
Year's together,
everything.
family dinner. Like, oh, I just can't wait. It's getting actually like it's more and more like as the months go on for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I'll watch Sarah's Days vlog or like even because where I'm living, I'm like looking after kids, helping school drop off. I'm like, I am ready.
I just like, I don't think I can have a kid until you have a kid. I think because
I need to go first.
I think you need to tell me what to do.
Either way, I can still tell you what to do. Whoever goes first. But
That's gonna be me. It's okay. Stop crying.
no, I actually, if you were to be the first kid in the whole group, God forbid.
No, it actually that might work because then I have like 5 aunties to look after it.
You
and
could call and be like, come over right now.
Yeah, and everyone will be like, oh my God, so excited.
You'll be like, she's crying, I don't know what to do. And then Kate will just be crying. Hopefully the baby stops crying.
Kate will be like, suddenly I'm meeting, sorry.
Sorry, gotta go.
Anyways.
But yeah, very excited for that phase of life. 3 things you're proud of during this season of growth in bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do an acro next.
Okay.
Number 1, my consistency. Number 2, my like intensity, I would say. Like I feel like I've been doing things like with a lot more like drive and passion. And this time now, actually seeing more of like a long-term, like not kind of just like playing it small. I think this time I'm like, no, I actually like want to go for like my pro card, where before this season I was like never like
You also like undermined yourself.
a lot in everything I do. So I feel like this time I'm not undermining myself.
That's how I feel with acro because it's really interesting. Currently the Europeans are on. I've been watching to see what I'm competing against when I go to Europe. And I'm like, I have made a massive commitment and sacrifice to go back to the comp. I'm not going there unless I know that like I have a chance of being competitive.
Yeah.
Like for me, it just doesn't feel like I'm going there to hopefully win a medal. Like that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I want to finish it off that way and like really just be a strong Australian trio. And whereas back then it was like, just want to make it. Like I just want to get up. And you probably like, just want to get up on stage and like experience it. Whereas now we're both like we're actually going ham. And like when people would ask you your goals, like not many people say, oh, I want to come first, or like I want to win my pro card. Like everyone, like it's kind of knows why, but like no one says it. I'm like, no, I'm going there to actually win a medal. And we say it like at training, like no, that's what's happening.
And I think a lot of like my people around me, especially like Zone Gym now, everyone's like training for that like that next level. It's not like, oh, like I'm excited to compete. It's like I'm actually like I want to win, or I want to get my pro card. Like I have a specific placing goal. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in like, no, just like bring your best package, and like that's all good and well, but at the end of the day, like you're not doing this just to feel good about yourself. You're doing this for results.
But then I think too, like if you have that, I want to win my pro card, you're naturally going to bring your best package 100%. Because without that, you won't win your pro card.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like without our best skills and routine, whatever, we're not going to win that medal. Yeah. So like having that bigger goal just makes you push a little bit harder. Makes you bring that smaller goal in anyway.
100%. Dang.
3 things I'm proud of would just be
going.
Yeah. Taking the leap and fucking moving. And just really embracing every part. And I think one thing I'm really proud of is being the student again and knowing that I'm not perfect and I'm back into like taking corrections. Like I've been the coach for the last 5 years. Yeah. But now I'm like, give me every correction. Like I'm here to just learn. And my coach put up a quote the other day. It was like, being a good athlete is being coachable. If you're not coachable and you won't take corrections, good luck to you. Yeah. Because you're not going to get anywhere. If you think you're stubborn, you're always right and you're not doing any wrong, good luck. Yeah. Yeah. This one is for you. Well, yeah. Anyway, do you guys recommend creatine? If so, what brand?
100%. I'm the most inconsistent person when it comes to creatine, only because I don't have powdered drinks anymore. I have cans. So it's really hard for me to, like, I can absolutely put it in my oats, but mentally I know it's in my oats. So then suddenly my oats taste different, but it doesn't make it taste different.
Can you literally just zhuzh it with water and throw it back?
Like I do occasionally, but like, it's just like not fun, you know?
Yeah, but just get it down before your oats and then it's done. And
yeah. I need to put it on the bench. Now that you're going, I can put it on the bench. And Jackson does not care at all.
No, I was literally washing the kitchen this morning, and because where I live, everything goes under the sink. Nothing's displayed on the bench, which I love. And I went to like put the soap under, put the scrub under, and I was like, I'm leaving. They're all going to bring it back out. So I'm actually just going to.
Same as a toaster. It kind of stays there.
Yeah, I'm not there. It's fine.
Yeah. So I think it's having it there, but I 100% recommend creatine. Like it is one of the best things for you. Any brand, as long as it is monohydrate and 100% creatine. I have a mix between bulk nutrients. Ghost actually came out with a creatine. EHP, like literally just any.
Yep. Stunning. Odd, but how tall are you both?
Oh.
What are you, 163
centimeters?
Oh, so I'm like 166.
Yeah, I was a few centimeters. I gaslight myself into thinking I'm way taller than I am. Way taller. You know how sometimes I say things and they're so incorrect and false and just not true. I sometimes I make things up in my head. Emma, I always look to Emma for some reason, but I was convinced she was in the smallest height class and I was in like B, and she was like, "Are you dumb?" I was in like the smallest height class and she was in the tallest high class. Yeah, so I'm a lot smaller than I think I am.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. Things you wish you did differently for the Europe trip.
How tall are you? Oh, 166. Never mind.
Things you wish you did differently for the Europe trip other than the booking fuck up. So,
the booking?
Just like our flights.
Oh,
yeah.
What a great question.
Stayed for longer.
Yeah. I feel like I know what you're going to say. Can I guess?
Yeah, go.
Post more reels.
Oh, it wasn't coming to my mind, but yes. But then reels wasn't massive back then.
Yeah.
But I want to do it again so I can post more reels.
Yeah.
Mine would be not booking the Milos accommodation that we did with the private pools.
Really?
We didn't use them. We didn't need it.
Oh, we did not need the private pools.
The pool but like in the whole hotel was insane.
Yeah, true.
We sat by that pool. I think we went in the girls' private pool once. We didn't go in ours.
Tell you what we wish I did instead, book a nicer place in Paris to feel more safe.
Yeah.
I also wish that I felt like more free on the holiday.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been like just like a sense of like surrender to everything and like not care. But
without
time
that
and place, you know what I mean.
So we just have to do it again.
I tell you what I do wish is we like kind of looking back, I wish we like went out a little bit more. I don't know why. It's kind of just like we went out, like we had one fire and Mykonos twice. That was like we went out 3 times in 4 weeks.
And we had London, us, not you.
No, I cried and went home.
Yeah. Hence the wanting to be free, guys. I think we had like 4 big
Then we
nights.
tried to go out in EOS. And then we just had like dollar shots that were literally just like juice.
Yeah.
And I had got a headache from the sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, I swear there was 5, but maybe there was only 4.
Nah, that was it.
Because like we went for 4 weeks. So like 1 night per week.
Yeah.
Which for anyone doing a Hot Girls Euro
not
Summer
it.
or like a Europe trip like is wild. It's like
Yeah.
people were going out every single night for the whole 4 weeks,
Yeah.
which we couldn't do.
Yeah, no.
And wouldn't want to do.
No, like I wouldn't do that. But I just feel like could have soaked that up a little more.
Yeah. That's
Anyway,
right.
yeah.
You live and you learn.
Which is random for me.
So I think if you take anything from this, live your best life.
Yeah.
Just do what you want to do. Have fun. Like that trip will probably never happen again.
It won't.
The way that, whatever. Girls trip. Hopefully it does. But like those sorts of trips are like once in a lifetime things. So just soak it up. Don't book bougie ass hotels. Like we went really bougie. And most of our hotels were like beautiful, but like we booked one place in Miller with Milos, 2 rooms, 2 private pools. Wasn't necessary.
No. Don't book through the actual flights. Don't book through Jetsy and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Book through the company. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah, like
That's
book
something
through
else.
American Airlines or whatever it
Delta,
is.
well, yeah.
And
That's it.
yeah, everything else, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was the best trip ever. Lily, what is your current weight and goal weight for comp?
So there's not, like with bodybuilding, there's no actual weight. Like it's not like you have to get down to this weight. Obviously it's like a guide and I'll go off my other competitions, but it's not like you need to get this weight to be on stage. Like it's literally you can be 10 kilos heavier than someone and beat them. Like you actually have no idea about the weight. I know I'll probably lose I reckon 11 to 12 kilos. I think last time I lost 10.
Yeah.
Right now I'm 62. So yeah.
And it could be like you could get weak out from stage and then Beck's like, okay, we need to cut right in. And like
she'll be like, we need another kilo to lose.
Yeah.
And that's just like off eye. I think like I'll end up being on stage like 52 kilos, which is like a kilo heavier because of muscle mass is what I'm guessing and hoping, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah. Cool. Let's do one more and then you can go. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, guys. I'll be 31.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, so we've been having this chat. So one of our best friends, Christina, turns 30 next year.
Yeah.
And we were saying, and this was so true and interesting, 29 feels so old and like a lot of people have a breakdown at 29. Like it's just scary things. But then you turn 30 and you feel like a fresh little pumpkin.
Because you're like, I'm young. I'm like early 30s.
Yeah.
Whereas when you say late 20s, it's like, oh, gross.
Yeah, it's so wild.
So I feel like 30 feels clean. Like 30 and to 34, I'm like, you're like young.
35 is scary.
And then we
Approaching 40, see you fucking later.
The 40
no,
is vomit.
that's
However,
scary.
there was a girl on stage who was like 42 yesterday. She looked 18. I was like, oh, so sorry.
Interesting. There's hope for us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited for my 30s, but 40 scares me. Anyway, back to the question. 5 years, we're going to be 30, 31.
Yeah.
I hope to have 1 or 2 kids, a house, and have traveled a whole lot.
Yeah.
And a business. I'm hoping the podcast.
I know.
That would be nice.
That would.
And I'd love to be approaching having a house with a connecting tunnel.
No, it's.
I drive past that house near the 2 houses near our house.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm like,
no,
that
it just has
makes
to be on the
sense.
same street. Like, it just at least fucking street.
Yeah.
Or at least walking distance.
Has to be walking distance.
Has to.
We've gone, it just has to.
Has to be walking distance.
Anyway, that's where I see myself.
Yeah, I'm a kid. Married. I don't know why that scares me so much. Let's talk about other girls. I hope to have my pro card. I hope to have like a really successful like coaching business. That is like actually like has multiple people under me, all of those things. I hope to have another business on top of that. No idea what it's involved, but I've always said there's something else I'm not doing yet that
It's been on my mind lately. Did you hear me say it the other night? Like when I'm in Melbourne, obviously I'm full-time socials and I have the pod.
Oh, yeah, but Reels doesn't feel like working.
Reels doesn't feel like working, but I'm just like, there's something else I should be building or will be building.
I know. That's
and
me.
I just can't put my finger on it. Because you know what I'm like? I'm obsessed with like creative shoots and like all that. Like what? Someone tell me what it is.
Yeah, I know. See, mine's like a product.
Mine's
like,
not. I hate products.
I just want to do something in the back end.
Maybe. Well, we're perfect business partners.
I know. I'm like, I want to make the product, you market it, because fuck that. I don't want to post it.
We could be onto something here.
Yeah, I don't want to post anymore.
Yeah. All right. Sounds pretty good.
I also want to have like properties under me, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope to have healthy hair in 5 years too.
It's like,
anyways.
hope to have.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
Okay.
You go.
So, starting off with a girl club question. I'm 29 and my marriage has just ended. So sorry. That would be so hard. I've always wanted to live in a different state to where I grew up, and now I'm single and have nothing holding me back, and I'm going to do it. Cute slay. I want to know, as you both lived in Perth and Gold Coast, the pros and cons of both locations and where you'd recommend to live. Both these places speak to me, but I can't decide which would be the best and a fresh start.
That's hard. I think.
I want to know where she lives now.
Yeah. In a way, Gold Coast and Perth can be similar. I'd say both like have good weather, great beaches. I would say the lifestyle is very different.
That's the thing. It depends on the type of person you are. If you're very entrepreneurial and you are very like driven, I would say like Gold Coast, as long as you don't care about like the busyness.
Yeah.
Gold Coast is a very busy place, and that's what people like turns people off. They're just like, I just want like a chill town. It's not like that.
I never refer it to as busy. I'd say like, yes, it's getting busier because every cat and their dog are moving. I would say it's like a chill busy compared to like the Melbourne busy.
It's
Do you know
different,
what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
It's very like, it just takes a while to find a park and like things like that. But so does fuck Melbourne. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, Melbourne City. You're not like when I went into the office the other day, took me ages to get a park. Like it's just everywhere you go. And yes, I think it really depends on like what you want out of the move. Like, are you wanting to start a business? Are you wanting to get right into health and fitness? Like, because Gold Coast is your place.
Yeah. Pros, Gold Coast is like very entrepreneurial, very fitness oriented.
Healthy lifestyle.
Wellness. Everyone's up early. Perth is very like relaxed and laid back. Beautiful beaches.
A lot of 9 to 5.
A lot of 9 to 5. But I also think just like if you're just like wanting to settle down almost, I think Perth is a beautiful
family
place.
orientated.
And if you just like beach traveling, I think like going to like down south and things like that. Perth is beautiful if you're a more relaxed person.
Yeah.
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 Can't really think of a con of Perth besides Perth is really far away, which is the con.
Really far away.
So if you live in Melbourne,
expensive.
it's really expensive to just fly in
From
and out.
anywhere to Perth,
That's a
really,
con.
unless Adelaide's not too bad, it's like right under it. Also, Perth is really far behind in like fashion.
Also, it's a 3-hour time difference sometimes of when daylight savings and it actually throws you.
Yeah. 2 hours currently.
Yeah.
The most unhinged thing you've done.
Oh, unhinged. I could probably tell you.
Had sex in a cubicle.
Oh, yeah. No, can I tell that story?
We have told the story.
Oh, that it was like you had not had a fun never have I ever thing, so you just had to make one up that night and then you had sex in a cubicle to have something to say?
Yes.
Tick. Mine's probably just like a random shit. When I get drunk, I don't really, in like my nature, I don't really care about like being naked, but I forget that other people do care. So it's just like stripping in front of the most random places. Like when I was outside of the pub and I just decided to get changed.
That was my birthday.
At your birthday. Like it's just shit like that.
Like literally out the front. If you know the pub, you know the pub. And she's like, oh, skirts on backwards, dacks it right to ankles. I grab her and take her behind the pole. Like I'm the same. Like I don't really care if people see me naked, but it's like other people care.
Yeah.
I grabbed her and like pulled her behind, took us a good. It's so funny that video of us trying to figure out her fucking skirt. Holy shit, it's hilarious.
Probably just like shit like that. There's not anything specific because I'm a very by the rule book person.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like yours is unhinged, but it's always just like whenever there's a DJ deck, you're on top or behind. And I don't know how you get there. And I think it's crazy.
It's quite fun. I hope my kids are the same. I'm going to have to take them out and teach them.
Oh, maybe like not.
When they're 18, obviously. Was Cade Rafiki man?
He was Rafiki man. The reason being his apartment he used to live in was like literally like walking distance from Rafiki, and he used to go there every morning, which is a cafe.
Yeah.
So you would meet there.
If you come to the Gold Coast, go to Rafiki.
It's by the time you listen to this, it would have been a year since we've met.
Yeah, crazy. What does the future hold for Raw Reality?
Look, sometimes life just throws spanners things, but it definitely podcasting, like recording. And I just like tell you what really sometimes blows my mind is Chris Willis recorded for 10 years.
Isn't it Williamson?
I always say
you
that.
You always say Willis,
always
and
say
I
Willis.
really always wonder why.
What's the other one?
Griffin.
Wait, do I put them together or something? I don't know. Anyways,
Griffin and Willis doesn't really have any.
Williamson. Is it Chris X? Okay. Anyways.
Oh, maybe on Instagram.
Yeah, I think it is. Anyways, podcasted for 10 years before he blew up.
Wow.
We have 7 to go.
No.
So that's why I'm kind of like.
But like, think about podcasting in 10 years ago was a lot slower.
Yeah, I know.
And it blew up a lot quicker now.
I just think
Still
I just want
waiting.
like the recording thing to be like call her daddy and things like that. Like the recording part is the production team is so big. And I'm like, that's what I want.
Yeah. Definitely like still recording, of course, but like much more events.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did have a lot in store for this year.
There still is something huge coming in the middle of the year.
Huge. Like,
I kind of keep forgetting about. And
I
I'm
know.
like, fuck, we got to like keep hyping it.
We have that meeting this week too.
Yeah. You also booked it for 11 a.m. and I told you my eyebrows is 10 to 11 and you're like, yep, 11. It's fine. I'll do it in the car. But I was like, okay.
I think you said yes.
Yeah, I did. But I was just like, I did tell her 10 to 11 and you're like, this one's like,
that was
whatever.
probably a glitch in the system. Or I think the person said 11. Anyway, but yeah, there was a lot in store for this year. We've just had to pull back a little, obviously, because of me moving away, but we're still trying to make as much as possible work. Priority being weekly episodes, of course. Massive something coming in mid-year, which you guys have been asking for since the first episode.
Yeah.
And there will still be 1 or 2 events this year, like quite big ones.
Yeah.
So like it's still happening.
Yeah.
And then
isn't it crazy? The end of the year, like the event we were wanting to plan is probably going to come into fruition because of like, it just lines up. Like that was manifesting, I feel.
Oh, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Do you want to do another one?
Yep, go.
Okay. I have been seeing this guy since last September and it's amazing and I'm really falling for him, except we aren't official now. I said very early on I need us to be official and have that conversation, as my previous relationship I was in thought we were in a relationship but we never made things official. So like for him, they weren't in that relationship. So I told him I need to have that conversation and he was like, yeah, but every time I ask him, and I told him we need to have that conversation. He said yes, but every time I ask him what he considers us as, he says unofficial dating, or every time I ask him how he feels about me, he says he really likes me, but I don't know, I just need more, and he knows that he just basically keeps saying that they're like needing to be official, but he needs like some more time.
He's just putting it off.
I know. I don't know what to do. Is I think after 6 months we would know how you feel about someone. I've met his family and he's met mine and we see each other every single week basically, but something is stopping him from actually considering us to be in a relationship.
What's stopping him is being tied down.
No, 100%.
Is my personal opinion. Don't know the man from Virus Soap, but that's what I'm picking up.
I've been in a situation where it's like,
Situationship.
I don't want to, like, I'm not ready for a relationship. It's too early. It's moving too fast. And fucking 2 weeks later, they get a girlfriend, right? That's a person just doesn't actually want to be with you. And I know that's like a really hard truth, but at the end of the day, if you know you want to be with someone, God, you'll date them in 3 days.
Yeah.
Like
I moved in with Jackson in 2 months.
Yeah. And I just feel like when you know, and when you don't know, that's your answer. Yeah. I know one of my other really close friends, it's literally been 6 months as well, and he's like, I really, really like you, but I just want to take things slow. Fucking 6 months. That is so slow. That's too slow. Like,
yeah. And look, everyone is different and like we don't know the circumstances, but I just think after 6 months, you're still saying I need time. That's a cop-out. So if I was this person, I would be like, I'm done. Like, you know what I want. I've asked for the conversation. This is what I need to move forward. You're delaying it. You're making excuses. I would step back fully. Yeah. And if they come crawling back, then assess the situation. But like, you can't keep begging for that. Like, it's going to be draining. you're going to feel shit because they're not giving you what you want and like you deserve that.
It's basically like they just get everything they want, and I think sometimes they allow it to happen and because it's so easy for them and they know you're not going to leave. So if you also give them an ultimatum, it's like, well, we're either like you honestly have like 2 weeks to freaking get your shit together, or I'm like, I actually am like
no one wants to be in a like, okay, I take that back, not no one, but like if you're looking for a relationship, you don't want to be in a place where it's like, oh, they're like half in, but then they still want to be speaking to other people. Like,
well, that's the thing. If they're like not official, it's because they want to be speaking to other people, so they don't have to say that. Also, context for age, I think, is a big one. If you're like under 22, I would say, I feel like being in a relationship, sometimes you're like, oh, like, do I want to? Do I not? I think if you're over like freaking 24 at least, like, you know if you do or not.
Yeah, I agree. On that topic, there was a question of when did you know it was the right time to move in with your significant other? For Jackson and I, it was, like I said, very quick. I moved to Adelaide in July. We moved in together end of August, start of September. Like it was very quick, but it was like we were speaking 2 months before we met, like in person, and like got to know each other like real tight. Because there was nothing like, we weren't catching up. So it was like you kind of we spoke for hours and hours and hours on the phone. And then so by the time I got there, it was like I obviously didn't go all the way to Adelaide just to like fuck around. Like it was like, okay, this man is like unreal.
Yeah.
I literally found screenshots of messages with my mum the other day about Jackson and I was pissing myself. Like head over heels, this girl.
Really?
Yeah, head over heels. Like literally being like, oh, like everything's perfect. Like me being like the insecure little girl. I was just like, something bad's coming. Like he's just so perfect. Like how is this possible? Like anyway, set me flat. Like just the man was an angel, still is an angel. But then I went to Adelaide. I was in an Airbnb for about a month and a half. And he was at a stage, he was like, I'm ready to move out of home. I was like, well, I'm going to stay in Adelaide. And the girl that I moved with as well was like, yep. So it just made sense for us to get a house. And it wasn't effort. Like it was like, this just aligns, let's just do it. And it was just like, let's just see what happens. Wow. And we've lived together ever since, obviously since doing long distance, but like it just worked. And I think we didn't have to force it. I have an example of like a friend of mine who was with her partner for, I'm going to say 1 to 2 years, moved in together, did not work, moved back out, tried to like keep things good and then moved back in and it just didn't work. And then they broke up.
That's crazy.
I think it's just like, if it doesn't work, living together, I don't think it's going to work.
Almost because their true colours come out when they live together.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My like very first relationship, when I moved in with him, I moved interstate. Very similar to you. Yeah. It was almost like we either keep doing long distance or I just move in with you because it just like, that was the time he was like in Adelaide and I was like, well, fuck this. I'm just going to move there. So that's what I did. I feel like I was quite young, which was like 19. Like, I just feel like that's really young to do so. Yeah. Crazy. And then this time around, I'm like, actually, fuck living apart. I'm over it. So I'm ready to move in, which is like 6 months in. Yeah. A little bit longer. But you just kind of know. I don't think there's no right time. Sometimes it's like you want to keep living apart for like a whole year. If you live close, your time's good to work.
Some people live apart for like 6 years.
No, my friends.
Yeah, I was going to say you have someone.
They're nearly at 10 years, I believe.
I think you said that, yeah.
They're nearly at 10 years and they moved in February together. February,
personally
guys.
couldn't do it.
No, personally, fuck that. But like it just worked for them. Yeah. They've been together since high school. They know they're going to marry each other and they're like, what's the rush? I'm like, great point, but personally I'm a very stressed person. So
personally I'd like to be in bed with you every night. So that's my rush.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
there's
like
no right time.
Trusting and like not overthinking it, just like let it happen when it happens.
And just like where you are at life. Yeah. Like if you lease both ends and it makes sense, move in. If to fucking like, just do it.
Yeah. Back to where we were. If you could spend a whole day with your younger self, what would it look like?
Oh, what would it look like? Like, what would I take her to do?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great question. I would take her to a coffee and acai bowl in the morning.
Yeah, beach walk for sure.
Yeah, beach walk. Like, are you going back there or is she coming here?
She's coming here to your life.
Okay, I would take her to, like, where I go every morning for breakfast, like, for my morning coffee, do that walk.
Yeah.
Then I would come to the gym and, like, show her the gym that her now partner lives, like, owns.
What? Yep. Build.
That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that would send me, like, to the, I don't know, to the moon. Then I would go home and kind of, like, cook her. I'd probably take her out to lunch, to be honest. I'd probably go
Yeah.
to, like, fishbowl.
Yeah.
Because I know she kind of likes that food still back then.
Yeah.
I don't honestly know. I'd go for a beach swim. I'd take her shopping.
Yeah.
And say, you just go for it, girl. Like, honestly, do whatever. I don't know. This is a really hard question.
I would do the same, like beach walk
Yeah.
with Ziggy, show her how beautiful little dog. I would just sit and like have a chat and just like tell her like everything you've overcome, everything you've done and like worked through.
Yeah.
Probably train.
Yeah.
All the good things. Obviously like introduce her to Jackson and like future vibes. And then I would want her to like meet our group, like our girls. Because I just know, like, I was for so long, like, I was obsessed with, like, having that group. Like, having that solid group that's just, like, so locked in. You can tell anyone anything at any time. Call them and they'll answer. Like, it's the group that, like, you can go to anything for. Like,
but equally not speak to for fucking ages.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And just, like, that is, like, solid group.
Yeah.
Like, if she knew, she would go to the moon. Like, literally, that's, like, my thing. And then just probably like a movie night at home.
I would tell her to eat the chocolate because she can.
Yeah.
And that's not going to impact her at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really cute question.
Love that one. Mm-hmm.
Okay, question.
Oh, no.
Does Lily think Kate is the one and does Tori think he's the one?
Well, you go first.
Okay, well, actually, early days, not early days. I don't know how long ago it was. I didn't.
How long ago was that? I would love to know. Because I know when I told my mum and I want to see if it's similar.
I know because I told you, I was speaking to your mum about it.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder when that was.
Did you text her about it?
Maybe.
What?
I think she asked me.
Oh, that is so interesting.
And not that I said no,
yeah.
but I just was like, I'm not sure. He's probably going to listen to this and be like, that fucking bitch. I still love you. I don't know what was happening, but I just was like.
It was over Christmas, like the New Year period possibly?
I don't know. Maybe end of last year.
Yeah.
In April. I think it was. Yeah, honestly, I don't know when. I'll try and figure it out.
Yeah.
But I just was like, I'm not sure. I wasn't sold.
Interesting. And now?
No, I am.
I was like, are we gonna keep moving?
Have we progressed?
I knew in November last year. Which is very specific.
What was the moment?
I have no idea, but like something just like in me, I was like, Mum asked the question. She's asked me it before with like previous partner, and then like when she asked me this time, like I was like, yeah, like I just knew straight away. And obviously to this day,
I don't think I'm gonna have the messages.
Wow, that's crazy. I would love to know when specifically.
Well, my last message with your mum was November last year.
Oh.
So obviously I've deleted heaps of messages, like clearing storage.
Wow.
So it must have been before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So before November.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite early on. That's like 2 months in.
There you go.
I would love. Okay, we're just gonna chat about this one after.
Car debrief.
Yeah. Wow. Anyways, I do. So there's that.
We're all good guys.
And I reckon, honestly, in the next like year and a half.
Proposal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Both of us. We're going to be planning a wedding at the same time.
Yeah, we are.
Someone said, are you guys type A or type B? I'm type A, Lily's type B.
Like, easy. Like, chalk and cheese.
Yeah, literally. Someone said, how did you meet? Are there moments when, do you find each other annoying? How do we meet? Lily's ex-boyfriend and Jackson used to play together.
Yeah.
And then.
So I met Jackson before Tori met Jackson.
Yeah, this is true.
But we never introduced to each other because when we were at functions, Jackson was all the way over there, very far
Jackson
apart
and
from my
Lily's
boyfriend.
ex-partner did not like each other that much. We tried. We went on one double
We tried
date.
so hard and it just didn't. No.
That double date was so funny. Good food.
Yeah.
Not good chat.
No.
Now it's so different. We leave the boys at home and it's fine.
Literally. Because I just remember on that double date, like, because you both were gluten-free, dairy-free, and he was like very Italian, like did not give a fuck. And I could just tell that he was like, what? These guys are like not it.
Just eat some fucking meat.
Literally.
We do now. It's okay.
Yeah.
We just did that one. Type A or type B. Another question. I just love watching you girls thrive and chase your goals. Thank you so much. I'm a 21-year-old girl wanting to move to the Gold Coast, to Queensland, but don't know where to start. Any tips?
Find a rental.
Come for a holiday.
Good luck. Oh.
I would say come for a holiday first. Yeah. Spend at least a week here and discover where you want to live.
There's like really multiple places. Like honestly, you can kind of very touristy, busy. Where I would live is Miami, Mermaid, Burleigh Waters, and Palm Beach.
Yeah.
But if you want a tiny bit cheaper, go to Robina.
Yeah. Which is slightly inland, still like only 10, 15 minutes from the beach. Like I've lived in that area. But cheaper and you still get really beautiful places.
Great, like shopping centre close by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Robina is actually
very central to like the motorway to go to either Brisbane or like Byron, Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to deal with a breakup. It's just so recent and we had been together for 4 years.
Oh, it's so hard.
Let it out.
No, you have to. If you don't feel the emotions now, you're going to feel in like 6 months' time. Like let yourself be sad. And then the biggest thing, I don't know who spoke to me about it, but like delete all your messages with that person. So the other day, my iCloud, I got a new phone and my messages from 4 years ago refreshed.
Random.
No idea why. So I had nothing recent, just 4 years ago. Guess who was at the top with all our recent messages? And it was like that last message was saying goodnight to each other. I was like, oh no, deleted immediately. I'm the type of person who will go back and read every single message.
Does.
And I force myself to not even click on it and to go delete and go into recently deleted and get it out.
Yeah.
That is the best thing you're possibly going to do. And it's going to be the hardest, but you have to get it out. If you constantly keep looking at like your photos, your messages, your DMs, it's going to be so much harder.
Yeah.
Like delete. You guys know how busy Tori and I have been lately, and Papa Macros have been a time saver. They are a meal prep company that delivers ready-to-go meals straight to your door.
One thing that we love most is their clean ingredients, not using any seed oils or preservatives, which can be common amongst ready-to-go meals. The macros are incredible and they have over 70 meals on the menu with different categories to fit your current goals.
Lucky for you, we have partnered with Papa Macros, so if you're struggling with meal prep, poor on time, or just wanting to switch it up, they are the perfect addition to your weekly plan. Just use code RAWREALITY for a discount on your next order. And you'll never get tired of eating the same meals as they update the menu every month, so the variety is never ending. We hope you enjoy. Okay, getting into another Girl Club question. Hey girls, I absolutely love listening to you weekly and have learned so much. Slay. I have started growing my socials, focusing on TikTok and dabbling in Instagram. Wow, imagine focusing on TikTok and dabbling in Instagram.
Yeah,
we are completely opposite, but like honestly, say TikTok is such a good platform to be able to grow on. I actually use both your accounts for inspo. I have been thinking of starting YouTube for a while now, and the more I think about it, the more I know I just need to start. I've only just started watching YouTube myself and just don't know what the ins and outs are yet. Can I get some advice on how to start YouTube? I wouldn't even know how to upload a video. How do you edit all your videos, and how do you even make your introductions? Do you do themselves? Do you have people you follow to get inspiration from or edit? Thanks for everything. I just feel like we're best friends because I listen to you all the time. That's a slay.
We are besties.
We are besties.
All right, let's talk YouTube. Sorry, guys,
Right.
I had the lips and the lip gloss on.
Yeah.
I've had this weird thing with YouTube the last 2 weeks where I'm like, do I want to continue?
Wow, because Jackson really just gaslighted you last night into not continuing, personally, I thought.
What did he say?
He was just like, he was talking about two creators. And he was like, no, they just don't make that much money from YouTube. And I'm like, that's what Tori wants to do. And you're saying that she doesn't want to, like, she's not going to make any money.
Yeah, interesting. It's okay. So let's go from the beginning. Just start. Absolutely. Just start, because YouTube is the best platform to have long form content. I feel like the only way to do long form is podcast or YouTube.
Yeah.
We've got the podcast. It's great. YouTube is that more visual, take them along on your life. Like, I love YouTube for the sole purpose of, actually there's a few, but the first one is being, I can look back on the last like 5 years of my life, cut in and out.
Yeah.
But the last 2 years quite consistently. And I want to keep that for the sake of like, my kids can go back and watch it. I can document my kids' child. Like, I started YouTube for the purpose of like the way Sarah's Day's done it. Like, she can go back and watch the kids and have those memories there, no matter if she lost all hard drives, like it's always on YouTube.
Yeah.
I love that. And I also love like that you can really connect with people, show them your personality. And I would just start. You can literally start on your phone.
Yeah.
Our cameras on our phone are so incredible. You could start on your phone, edit on CapCut.
Sophie Dofa filmed on her phone for so long YouTube. Katie, our friend, edits her YouTube videos in CapCut.
Yeah. I dabble between Final Cut and CapCut. I started my most recent vlog. Hasn't gone up yet. Oh, by the time you listen to this, it will be up. But I started editing on CapCut because it was just like, I don't know. I've just used it for so long now with Reels and stuff. I'm like, oh, let's just do it quick. Yeah, I would recommend you can either start on, I wouldn't even bother starting on iMovie because CapCut's free anyway.
iMovie's text is a nightmare.
Yes.
Don't use iMovie, honestly.
CapCut is incredible. You can download it on your Mac and obviously you've got it on your phone as well. You could literally film a whole vlog and edit the vlog on your phone on CapCut. Yeah. Like you don't even need a laptop.
Uploading is so easy as well. Yeah. Like so easy. Just go into create a video. Like literally that's it. And then a thumbnail we just do on Canva. Download that. Literally type in YouTube thumbnail and templates come up. Yeah. It's so easy.
It's like the internet and the resources we have made everything so easy. You can chuck into ChatGPT and go, this is what my video is about. Create me a title and a thumbnail and a description. Also for sound, obviously if you're not getting paid, you can use whatever music you want. But when you get to the capacity of getting paid, you obviously have to have copyright music. Use Epidemic Sound. It's elite. $20 each month, but there's so many sounds on it. And you can type in gym, Pilates, girls' night. Like you can literally type in anything. And I would say just start. Yeah. And just have fun with it and play around with it and even start once a month uploads, once a fortnight, whatever it is. But obsessed. Yeah. So and my YouTube thing, I'm not going anywhere. That's been my thought for a while. And I think the biggest thing is like the one thing that annoys me is because it's landscape. And every other platform is vertical. Right. It's the only thing that annoys me with like filming everything. But I just love YouTube so much. So
it's not your thought around it's not growing. It's your thought around
like the effort and like do people even like it? Am I? And
also like, you can make money so much faster elsewhere. Yeah. Like it's yeah, I know what you mean.
I just love it. And I love having my videos on there. So we stick with it for now. Yeah. All right, we're going to power through some more questions. Let's go with, I think we've done these. Okay, cardio. What, when, why?
Oh,
that's the question.
What? Two things, to lose body fat and for cardiovascular health. Whenever the fuck you want. I actually have to stop swearing as much on this podcast. When, preferably after your session, if you are predominantly trying to lose weight. If it's for cardiovascular health, whenever you want. Sometimes people do it before the session if you're doing high rocks and things like that. And why? For health.
Yeah. And what would you say your favourite form of cardio is?
Stairs.
Sex. What?
That was really funny.
Yeah, I agree, stairs. Yeah. I used to hate them. Now I love them.
I used to do elliptical, but it was so
hard. So funny on the elliptical.
It was so hard to get my heart rate up. And I just like, the stairs are so easy. And then I can be on my phone on the stairs.
Yeah, and I love when you get a good sweat on the stairs.
Yeah, so stairs all the way.
How do you guys get the best possible photos on an iPhone? Your pics are perfect. Our perfect pics are on the Canon G7X. Yes. But our phone camera, we always make sure that our...
Tori literally took mine the other day and reset it all and didn't even know. Yeah. Because she was like, that's not it.
On the top right corner, you want it to be on 60 frames per minute. And...
Trying to test mine.
Mine's literally just changed. And it won't tell me.
No, I was about to say, I can't see it either. There's little squares at the top.
Yeah, is that yours saying? Yeah. Oh, why is it doing this?
It's like a tone color thing.
If you go into your camera settings, let me just tell you right now because it's a really handy tip to know. Camera settings and go, oh my gosh, here we go. Nope. Okay, sorry guys, glitching. How do you just go to camera settings? It's taking me to like an app.
Do you want me to sing again?
No.
We're all in this.
No, I got it. Shut up. Okay, so if you go into camera settings, it'll come up with like 6 system settings, app settings, and then under that it's like record video, record slow-mo, whatever. Your video one, you need it to be on 4K and 60 frames per second. Mm-hmm. It takes up a lot more storage, but if you're into content creation and you do it a lot, highly recommend making sure that's on. I personally turn the grid on and the level on, which is down a little bit. So make sure the level tells you if it's straight. And there was one other, but I haven't dabbled in much else. I kind of leave the rest of the settings. But you can also go on TikTok and like search in like camera settings. Yeah. And it will kind of like give it all to you.
Honestly, TikTok, you can find everything.
It is
Same
the
as like
best
for the
fucking thing
GX,
ever.
everyone asks questions, and even today I tried something and it did not work at all and actually ruined the quality of my photos. But like there's so many different ones for different like occasions. I didn't
Yeah.
realize you can do, but you do keep it on the same one the whole time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you're outside, when you're inside, like for a formal night, for a beach pic, I'm like, whoa, I'm
Yeah, I
wrong.
just leave it on the same one.
Yeah, but honestly, TikTok, search it.
Yeah. Best ways to manage and prevent burnout. Love you girls so much. Actually, we've already had an episode on this.
Yes,
last week.
we have.
So go listen to that. It's all about burnout and creating like a very sustainable fitness routine.
Yeah.
Slay episode. How do you guys know what to pack when moving? Moving from Oz to Ireland soon. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Lost Island.
I feel like if you're moving countries, you want to make it as little as possible.
2 suitcases.
Like when I moved to Hobart, I took 4 suitcases, but I packed my entire life into those 4.
Yeah, okay.
There was
did
like,
leave half my
I
stuff
also
in
did
Melbourne.
have like, I'm pretty sure I took like a NutriBullet and like a few things like that because I knew I like
I
wanted
did
over
forget
there.
I had a car that I put things in.
Yeah. So I did like 4 suitcases, but I tried to like declutter like a lot
Yeah.
before moving, but as little as you can. I think it's going to make it so much easier and you can just buy when you get there and over time. It says, will you ever travel to South Africa? I'm
This
dying to go to South
It's
Africa.
a great question because Kay's obviously like grew up his whole entire life there and I know he wants me to go there. I'm terrified because he's told me stories. I don't want to go, but I also know that he would never take me anywhere dangerous and put my life at risk. So I think I will eventually, but I wouldn't say within the next year.
I really want to go to like an orphanage and like
help
and give money.
But that's
and
in
like,
Africa, not South Africa. They're 2 completely different places.
That's really true.
Did we know this?
I did, and I
Okay,
forgot.
go,
I
go,
want to
go.
go to Africa.
Yeah.
Gut health tips for a flat belly. Well, I think if you're after a flat belly, you're maybe dealing with some bloating. Bloating is going to come from stress, eating the wrong things. Maybe you're intolerant to gluten. Maybe you're overeating. Maybe you're undereating and you're actually hungry.
Maybe your
and
fiber intake's completely out.
yeah, like there's a lot and there's not really one tip that we can just give you. But I would always say, and we said this in the last episode, but go back to the basics. Make sure you're drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, managing your stress first and foremost, and then look at your nutrition. See, maybe you can sub out some, maybe you're eating a lot of packet foods and it's just like there's a lot of crap in there. Like maybe you can eat more like protein and veggies and carbs and substitute some of that. Someone said, how do you deal with driving and parking on the Gold Coast? Why do I not, like, I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like
on a
I know
sunny
it's-
day, the beach is hard.
I know it's always busy, but we always get a park. Sometimes I'll have to do like 3 laps. That's at max.
Today we went to the beach this morning and it's like Easter Sunday. Everyone's at the beach. It's a beautiful day. We were driving up and like one car pulled out and Jackson was like, oh, should I park there? But then the car looked like it was like reversing out and back in. So I was like, no, like, don't worry. Then it went to reverse out and this other car got it. I was like, oh, like you should have. He said no. I was like, because I thought it was going back in, whatever. And he's like, don't worry, we'll find a better one. Did a loop where North Burleigh Cafe is and came into that little car park right at the front. Like the car second closest to the cafe we got. I was like, you know.
I kind of like, I have that vibe. We always get it. I think just Christmas is really hard.
Yeah,
But other
anywhere.
than that, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
think it's bad at all. Like,
it's definitely like busier than
know.
most places. But
like now, like living in Melbourne with Melbourne, like traffic, like
I think the best thing about Gold Coast is you don't have to pay for parking everywhere. And if you do, it's not that expensive. It's like a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
In Sydney, it's $30
Yeah,
to
it's
pay
cooked.
in the city.
yeah.
I was like, Gold Coast
Sydney's
is $3.
bucks, yeah.
So yeah, I honestly think it's so fine.
Eating a big bowl of oats right before the gym, is that a bad idea?
No, if you feel fine with it, that is literally my pre-workout
Yeah.
snack. It just has to be more than like 15 minutes for me and then it's fine. So I find I digest oats and food in general really fast. So that's fine. But if it's not, have it after and have something else instead. But honestly, there's no like right and wrong time. You're just probably going to have sustained energy for a longer period of time. People just like to have it for like an hour or 2 hours before. So it's like slow releasing carbs. But honestly, whatever, it's fine.
All right, a few more. How to keep long distance friendships alive. I would say, like, out of our whole group, like, obviously Lily and I message like every single day.
Yeah.
Because we just have since the day we met. But like within our group, like we will go weeks without talking or like a random voice note and then someone doesn't reply for 3 days.
No, I sent a voice memo to Riley 3 weeks ago. she was driving to our house on Friday and she's like, oh my God, I forgot to listen to that. Listen to it. And then she's like, oh, I'm seeing her soon. I'm not going to reply. And then I saw her. She's like, I listened to the voice memo, got talking about something else, never addressed the voice memo, and she just never responded. So I'm like, I think the biggest thing is not getting offended and not caring or thinking it's that deep.
Our group, it's really like, someone could not reply for 3 weeks, but then within that 3 weeks, you could pick up the phone and call Riley and like have that conversation.
Or
like
just be like, reply to me and she will.
Yeah. I think our group, and like I said before, we are so solid. Like we caught up Friday night for dinner and then Saturday morning we went for a walk and we were just sitting there going like, guys, like this is it. Like this is our group forever. Like we're just so solid. Love you so much. And like we'll leave a catch up and then like instantly message each other being like, love you. Like I think it's just, and like we haven't all known each other for very long. Like not long in the span of like our lives.
I met like, I've known Sophie for a few years, but like gotten close last year. Christina, I haven't even known for a year yet.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It's literally wild. And I think we've just all done so much work on ourselves to go deeper with each other. And it's just like, you know that they're your people.
Yeah.
And so no matter how long apart, like I know we'll come back and like, catch up and be fine.
I think with my school friends as well, because like obviously they're like such a good close group of mine, but I like hardly ever speak to them. I get it's like a happy birthday and we catch up for Christmas, which is crazy. But we just know that like whenever we see each other, we have like a whole year to catch up on, and it's such a good chat and we're always there no matter what.
And I think that's life as you get older. Like we're getting busier, like we're getting to that phase of like when we have kids, like we're probably going to see each other less and less, but it's like you have those catch-ups and they're the same and they're always there for you no matter what. It's just like getting less, but you just prioritize
I think the biggest thing is literally like to not think about it that deeply. Like if you know that you guys are going to be friends forever, you will be.
And just check in on each other.
Check in,
How to get over judgment. I want to start posting regularly but lack confidence and advice. For as long as you are playing into the fear of judgment, you're never going to do what you want to do because you're just going to constantly hold yourself back from posting and then you only have yourself to blame because you don't even know if those people are going to judge you because you haven't done it yet. Yeah. So you could be fearing nothing. Yeah. So post the damn content. Literally. It just gets easier. You just have to start. Yeah. And if you don't want them to see it, you can make them unfollow you. Like you can literally remove them as a follower. Yeah.
And also no one actually cares about it. Yeah. Like I can tell you right now who was the last person you saw on Instagram, you would have no idea. No idea. You don't care. I've got one more girl club.
Okay, I've got last question. Yep. Favorite sex position.
Oh, okay. I'm loving. Okay, I'm about to give like way too much information.
Guys, she hasn't even told me this yet.
It's like we are like at the end of the episode. So like if you've listened all the way through, you're an OG. Obviously, like doggy right now for me is the best. The best. But the problem is that position is Kate's favorite too. So it doesn't last as long. But so it's like when I know that so I'm like when we're like finishing up, I'm like that's the last one we get into.
Or like a little bit at the start.
Yeah. But like can't go for too long. Yes. Because I think it's both our favorite. Yeah. So it's like,
I'm a very like just love me some missionary.
Yeah, okay.
But did it on the couch yesterday. And
it's really good to
know. Well, you did it before me on the couch, so there's that. But like sitting on top, like sitting upright,
really
leant forward, and
I guess you're like rubbing a little
hits that spot.
Yeah.
See you later. See you later.
Okay, I feel like I haven't really done that proper yet because we haven't really been like enough to sit on the couch alone.
You can save it for your house, but
okay.
But even like up against like your bed head, like he could be sitting.
Do you know how squeaky my bed is now? Okay. It's insane. Like it even annoys me if no one's home. I don't know what happened, but it's so loud.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, it's really good.
Okay, last girl club.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Forgot about that one.
I'm getting hungry.
I'm starving. All right, it's pretty long.
Okay, ready.
My best friend moved away 2 years ago. Then a year ago moved to my hometown as she went through a bad breakup. So I offered her to move into my place with my boyfriend and myself.
Sounds familiar.
It was perfect at the start. It was, as we had so much in common and dreamed of the day we were living together in the same place again. This is sounding so familiar. But I need help as I've gotten the ick of her. Oh. Do you have the ick of me?
No.
Okay, thank God. I can't put my finger on what it is. She just feels so clingy and anxious vibes all the time when I'm trying to live a calmer, more present life.
This is the girl with the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like she sucks the energy out of me without even realizing it. I feel so bad because she generally hasn't done anything wrong and I still love her. But the longer I've had this feeling, the more eked out I'm getting. She has a new boyfriend now, but we are still all live together. And I'm tried suggesting that she moves out with her boyfriend house. But she doesn't want to rush anything as she's quite scarred from her past relationship, which I understand and support fully. I'm proud of her for maturing in that sense. Any advice on what to do? I still want a friendship with her. I love her to bits. I just don't know how to tell her that I can't live with her anymore.
That's tricky. But I think like we always said when we moved in, like we'd always communicate if something was off or like whatever. And if it came to us moving out to like protect the friendship, that's what we do.
Yeah.
So potentially maybe you need to have that conversation of like, you need to just be like, I'm going to be fully honest with you. This is how I'm feeling. In order to protect our friendship, I think we need to move apart. And then probably you will move out and your friendship will blossom again.
I know, like, we have friends who did that exact same thing. They could
Literally.
not live together. Then their friendship was kind of falling apart, so they moved out and now they're best friends again.
Yeah, literally.
I tell you what I would do, because fuck that conversation.
Yeah.
I would
Be
just
really
pretend that I'm, like, I would break that lease of that house and be like,
We're moving out.
we're moving out.
So avoidant.
You don't have to have a conversation.
But I think she owes her the conversation.
Which I guess.
So if this was roles reversed, you'd just be like, I'm actually moving out.
Yeah. I mean, like, kind of what I'm doing now, but that's not the reason why.
Am I going to be thick?
Yeah, like, obviously, I feel like that discussion is important because it almost, like, sets the foundation of your friendship in the future. So if you're always being avoidant, then you actually can't have those hard conversations.
Yeah. And if, like, what if they do move out and then it's, like, not still right? Like, she's better off just having that conversation and just being, like, from a loving place, like, it's good because, like, you want to be friends with her. Like, you want it to work. It's not like you're like, I'm done with her.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I actually want to be friends with you. Let's try this.
Yeah.
And just see how she reacts.
Yeah.
And just, like, listen, like, speak and then listen.
Because also, she might be annoyed of living with you because you're freaking so optimistic all the time. You know what I mean? Like, some people, she might be like, you need to calm down. Like, you are too much for me. So you don't also know what she's feeling from her end.
Yeah. So
it's
you just got to be open and honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was fun.
That was a good
I always do this episode and like, we need to do them more often.
I know. I love it. But sometimes when you let them grow out so long, there's like good questions and good things like that. So I do love them. Yeah.
Slay the day. Love you guys so much.
We're going to go eat food now. We're hungry little girls.
Starving. All right. See you guys next week.
And thank you for listening again. Bye.